Hey everyone, welcome to Traveling Insider. Today we'll look at the top 10 best places to visit in Finland. From the vibrant art-filled cities of Helsinki and Turku to the depths of the boreal forests and the thinly inhabited outer archipelago, Finland remains a relatively unknown corner of Europe. This is likely because it is so far from the mainstream tourist routes, but the country's many cultural and historical attractions add to the unspoiled natural surroundings to make it an ideal destination. Its lakes, fall, rivers and vast wilderness areas, along with the certainty of snow in the winter, make it a Nordic playground for both winter and summer activities. Helsinki is the main point of entry for most visitors to Finland. The busy Baltic port is where you'll find the most important museums, as well as architecture by some of the greatest Finnish architects, especially Eliel Saarinen, who designed Helsinki's railway station, a landmark of early modern architecture. Within easy reach of Helsinki are the charming smaller cities of Turku and Porvoo. But it would be a shame to confine a trip only to the Baltic coast when so much beautiful open countryside beckons. To the west lie the Finnish lakes, and in the north is the vast area beyond the Arctic Circle, home of the midnight sun, northern lights, and some of Europe's best winter sports. Winter or summer, Finland offers plenty of things to do. Plan your trip with our list of the top attractions and places to visit in Finland. Now, before we continue, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single upload. Now, let's get on with the list. Number 1. Suomenlinna Fortress. One of the world's largest sea fortresses, the 18th century fort on Suomenlinna is a 15-minute ferry ride from Helsinki's Market Square. Once here, you could easily fill a day with its sights and activities. The impressive fortifications, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, were built in 1847 by the Swedes to scare off the Russians. They weren't scared and later captured both the fort and Finland. Begin with the audio-visual experience in the visitor center for a lively history, then explore its ramparts, tunnels, and museums and walk the trails around the beautiful island. Or sign up here for a guided walk to learn more about the fort and its various attractions. Among these are the 250-ton Vasikko submarine, used by the Finnish Navy from 1936 until the end of World War II. The Arensvard Museum illustrates the earliest Swedish period, and the Doll and Toy Museum displays dolls, dollhouses, and toys in an old Russian villa. Various buildings house studios and shops of glassblowers, potters, and other craftsmen, and in the summer, you can stay for evening dance and musical performances of the Suomenlinna Summer Theatre. Number 2. Åland Archipelago. The Åland Islands are an autonomous archipelago between Sweden and Finland. A predominantly Swedish-speaking province of Finland, Åland is comprised of a few large islands and nearly 10,000 smaller ones. Åland has a unique history. It was ceded to Russia by Sweden in 1809. In 1854, a combined British/French fleet took the islands, destroying the fortress. After that, the entire archipelago was demilitarized and remains so to this day. About 27,500 people live in Åland, with about 11,000 in the main town of Mariehamn. The main industry of the islands has always been shipping and trade, so the Maritime Museum, the Museum Ship Pommern, and the Maritime Quarter in Mariehamn are worth seeing to understand the island's fascinating maritime history. Also worth a visit is the Jan Karlsgarden Open-Air Museum in Kastelholm, where you can see what a typical island farm looked like around 1890. However, the big draw to Åland these days is its unspoiled nature and beautiful landscapes. On Midsummer's Eve, Åland holds a massive and ancient celebration marking the longest day of the year. The lovely landscapes and seascapes make it a favorite with artists, and their studios and galleries are popular with tourists, who arrive by boat from Turku and Stockholm. Number 3. Turku. The southwestern Finnish town of Turku, the country's oldest town, and until 1812 its capital, lies on the Gulf of Bothnia, at the mouth of the Orajoki River. Turku lies in the area where the successors to the Swedish Vikings landed in the 12th century and set out to conquer what is now Finland. With 8 centuries of history, it is today the most traditional medieval town in Finland, but in addition to its outstanding medieval buildings, you'll find examples of Art Nouveau and modern architecture, such as the Sibelius Museum by Voldemar Beckman. The river is a focal point for the city, lined with historic boats, some of which have been converted into restaurants. On the northeast side of the river is the commercial center with the Kauppatore shopping center and lovely Orthodox church. On the opposite bank the medieval cathedral, consecrated in 1290, rises above the old Great Square. It is a massive brick church in late Romanesque style with Gothic and Renaissance additions, and a massive 97-meter high tower which dominates the city. Nearer the harbor is Turku Castle, built around 1300 on what was then an island at the mouth of the river. It was enlarged in the 16th to 17th century and now houses the Turku Historical Museum. Number 4. Porvoo. The country's second oldest town, Porvoo, is 48 kilometers east of Helsinki. It rises from a picturesque riverfront lined with little red wooden buildings, through a charming tangle of old streets and ochre-colored wooden houses to its hilltop medieval cathedral. Between the river and the hilltop cathedral is the market square with 2 museums worth visiting. Porvoo is still known for its fine crafts, so allow time for browsing the shops and studios. In the summer, you can visit Porvoo from Helsinki by boat. Number 5. Tampere. Founded in 1779 as an industrial settlement, Tampere is Finland's third largest town, but doesn't feel like a large urban center. It lies between 2 lakes, Näsijärvi to the north and Pyhäjärvi to the south, which is linked by the Tammerkoski, a stretch of rapids nearly a kilometer long. The Kaliva Church, a soaring concrete building constructed in the 1960s, has a floor plan in the shape of a fish, an ancient Christian symbol. Number 6. Hameenlinna. Like many Finnish towns, Hameenlinna began near a castle, in this case, the 13th century Tavastidhus Castle. Its distinctive red brick fortifications top the list of places to see in Hameenlinna. The other place you shouldn't miss seeing is Alanko Nature Reserve. Part Garden Park, part Forest Reserve, is the first national urban park in Finland. The English-style park was constructed between 1883 and 1938, and in addition to hiking its well-kept trails among exotic and native trees, you can climb the 30-meter-tall granite tower on Alangonvuori Hill for views across a typical Finnish forest and lake landscape. More than 50 different species of trees and shrubs are identified along the nature trail around Lake Joutsenlampi. Number 7. Rovaniemi. The Arctic Circle runs across northern Finland, right through the town of Rovaniemi, giving it claim to be the gateway to the Arctic. In the summer, this means the famous Midnight Sunday. While the sun only stays above the horizon for a full 24 hours in Rovaniemi on the summer solstice in late June, from late May to early August it never drops far enough for it to get dark. Locals are out enjoying their great outdoors throughout these white nights and welcome tourists to join them. Rovaniemi is in the center of a vast natural area of rushing rivers for canoeing, swimming, or fishing, with trails alongside them for hiking and cycling. The city is best known as the home of Santa Claus, right astride the Arctic Circle at Santa Claus Village. You can meet reindeer here or visit a Sami reindeer farm. Number 8. Helsinki Churches. 3 of the top places to visit in Helsinki are churches, 2 of the cathedrals, and the third a landmark of modern architecture. Unspoiled Orthodox Cathedral rises dramatically above the east side of the harbor, its 13 green-topped spires ending in gold cupolas. This is Western Europe's largest Orthodox church, its interior glowing with gold, icons, crosses, altars, and intricately decorated arches. The cathedral serves Helsinki's large Russian population and visitors are welcome. On the hill directly behind the harbor, and an equally visible landmark to those approaching Helsinki by sea, the huge neoclassical Lutheran cathedral is so close and so large that it appears to be standing on the roofs of the harborfront buildings. The tall green dome and broad steps of the early 19th century cathedral form the majestic focal point of Senate Square. The buildings facing the square complete a harmonious enclosure, one of Europe's most beautiful public squares. It is used frequently for celebrations, and as the starting point of parades. Number 9. Northern Lights. For most people, seeing the Northern Lights is a once-in-a-lifetime treat. Finland is one of the best places in the world for seeing these blazing curtains of light drape across the sky. Although at times, the lights can be seen even in the southernmost regions of the nation, the best place to see them is in the region close to or north of the Arctic Circle. Here, between September and March, visitors are almost guaranteed a show if the sky is clear. A wide range of hotels in the north cater specifically to people wanting to see the lights. Also, the Finnish Meteorological Institute allows you to sign up for free Northern Lights email alerts. Number 10. Levi. In the winter, the Arctic region is a paradise for skiers and others who love snow and ice sports. You can ride across frozen lakes and visit Sami villages on a dog-sled safari, learn to drive your own reindeer sled, snowshoe, or cross-country ski for miles, and watch the spectacular northern lights. Downhill skiers should head about 170 kilometers north of Rovaniemi to Levi, a center for all winter recreation, with miles of scenic Nordic ski trails, lighted for night skiing. So are the pistes and slopes of Finland's largest downhill ski area. Many hotels at Levi have rooms with glass ceilings, so you can watch the northern lights from inside. Which of these places would you like to visit in the near future? Please tell us in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single upload. So that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.